It is extra special to be back in the kitchen with you again, Norma.
Well, the last time I was in the kitchen with you, Georgia, we did a charcuterie tray. And if I recall, my salami rose was absolutely amazing.
It,
Just saying,
it was,
just
it
saying.
was, it was.
However, you've got something planned this time, and it's regarding Halloween. So tell me, what's
Okay.
the plan today?
And this is another based on your exquisite talents. Now that you mastered salami rose, if you don't know, besides being a perfect journalist, you excel and are known for your deviled eggs. What a perfect season. But I'm going to try to help you learn how to turn them into a more spooktacular version so that you could take them to your Halloween events and parties. Now, Norma, we're going to get some secrets from you, but I'm going to start off right away by saying you put the devil in deviled eggs. So this might be appropriate.
Okay, all right.
Okay?
Appropriate?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you are the witch. Wow, that fits you to a T, girl. Okay, let's get started.
Yeah, let's. Okay, all right. So when you want to zhuzh things up for a party, you want to keep it simple. We're going to start off with our first egg, and it's going to be a pumpkin egg. Now, is there a secret before we get to that? Like you've done, a little starter plate for us to boiling these eggs.
Well, you have to boil them for quite a bit because they have to be definitely hard boiled
But
eggs.
sometimes those shells don't come off nice.
Well, you have to let the heat has to go down. I put them in the refrigerator for a little bit and make them cool off. And then it's best to use older eggs.
Okay.
Okay, not just fresh out of the supermarket. And then after you take them and you cool them off, you bang them with the tops a little bit because there is a little air in the top.
Yeah, the air hole, and the air hole gets bigger, I heard, when it's
right.
older. Yeah.
And then that's how you peel. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you have a little hard time.
Well, looks like you did a good job on that. So,
I made a whole bunch this way.
So we start with the pumpkin egg, and it's cute. But what we needed to do is Norma couldn't fill these. So what's in your filling, Norma, as I start to turn this into a little more pumpkin by using gel food coloring, and I'm going to start with orange. And I'm going to give it quite a bit.
Okay, well, I use a lot of stuff in my deviled eggs. Some of it is dry mustard. I use a lot of spices. I use salt and pepper and a little bit of vinegar. I use a little bit of olives in there too. I chop them up, then I put them all together. And then there are a couple of other ingredients that I use that are secrets. And quite frankly, if I had to tell you, you know what I'd have to do. So leave it at that.
So for our viewing public, we'll have to, get you going. Okay, so here we go. We've got this tinted in orange. So we're going to just do our normal scoop it into the egg white. So if you'll let me have an egg white. Okay, you grab one. Our hands are clean. Enough. Okay, so we want to just get that glob of pumpkin in there. Maybe a little less. Yeah, maybe a little less. But I'm thinking of something here. Okay, we're either going to use a spoon. You could actually pipe it in if you wanted to be a little fancier, schmancier. But we're going to get that orange in there. We're going to smooth it down. See, I like that mine's a little bit higher rather than flat.
You want it higher?
Yeah, I think so. So it looks pumpkin-y.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we got this going.
Okay.
Okay, and you can take the end of your spoon. You can take one of those skewers and just kind of clean it off. I feel so surgical, like, we're working on these little movements. Okay, and then I'm going to take a skewer and I'm just going to press down to get my pumpkin ridges. Well, this is not real pretty, but it's pumpkin-y.
Okay.
Okay, and
how
you
many
might even
ridges?
try. I did 3. They always say odd numbers are more interesting. Okay, and then
smears a little bit. Is that okay?
I think yours looks neater than mine. Again, you excel.
Yes.
Okay, then for the top stem, you can take whatever handy you have, a pickle, a cucumber skin. You could take, these are poblano peppers, and just cut them into the shape of the stem. There you go. You got a little pumpkin.
And you put it at the
I put it where the
end.
white was
Right,
at the
like
top.
that?
Yeah. There you go. Okay, so we got our first one done.
That was quick. That was pretty easy
Yeah,
too.
and I think, again, not the neatest, but I'll work on it. I'll improve.
I think I did a pretty good job here, Teach.
Okay, so that was your filling would have to be out to make that one work. Okay, so we're going to put that aside. Now we're going to go on to our second one, which is a little spookier, Norma.
I think this is adorable one.
We're making a spider deviled egg. Okay, so Norma's already got us prepped nice and easy with her deviled eggs. Oh, geez, Norma, they're slippery. Okay.
You got to know how.
Well, you're the queen of deviled eggs.
Yeah,
okay, so we're starting off with the regular deviled egg, and you're going to take what they call a large black olive. Used to be when I was growing up, they were much bigger than this. So you're going to take and slice that in half. So you have the half, and you're simply going to put it on. I'm going to do mine this way. Just kind of poke it in to the filling.
Okay.
And I think we're going to need to probably put them down, and we're going to add legs. So for the legs, what you actually could do is take the half that you didn't use for the body. And I thought instead of slicing it this way, I went longitudinally to make them a little bit longer legs.
Longer legs.
And I'm going to feel like those Michelin starred chefs where they put every piece of food on your plate with a tweezers. I'm going to start grabbing this with the tweezers to just kind of help me balance. And just going to poke it in your filling.
Well, I'll do it just with my hand.
4 on each side.
4?
Yeah, they have 8 legs. Unless you have a spider that's remember science class?
I didn't excel in science.
Or spiders.
My best subject was talking.
You were that kid.
Yep.
You got that on your report card all the time?
All the time.
Oh, I just broke a leg. Do spiders regrow their legs?
I think doing it with your hand is even better.
You know what? Yeah. So, and then you could just cut this up. This, and if you did have grandkids over, this might be something fun for them to do. Just saying.
See, look, I'm finished already.
All right,
and
fine.
Using
but
those
you know what? Your spider's never going to move. You have sunshine, not spider. They're not even stuck to him.
They're stuck.
Like Salami Rose, just revisiting this. Okay, so we've got our little spiders now.
See, aren't they cute? They are cute.
They are cute.
What do you think? Are they not cute? They are cute.
Okay. So we have to have a finale here. Now this one, you know what we could have done with our pumpkin? If we wanted to, I forgot to tell you, you could put a little bit of paprika on there, but we'll let it go.
But it's
we'll let
nice
it go.
and
We'll let it go.
orange.
We'll let it go. Okay.
Yeah, I think
all right.
Good that way.
The finale.
This is the hardest one, I believe.
Okay. These are our Bloody Mary eye eggs. Okay. And so you start off at the very initial stages of a deviled egg with the hard cooked egg. All right. And what you're going to do is you're going to try to create a veiny effect. Kind of when like you've gone to the eye doctor and he shows you your little, thing on the screen. You want a little vein coming through there with different tones. So I decided to do red. And you need to use a lot of food coloring. What you're going to do is you're going to take your spoon and you have the hard cooked egg and you're just going to start cracking it. I think when I did these, if I, had to do them again like now, I would do less cracking so there'd be more white space, more definitive veins. So you're just going to do that. After you've got that done, you put them into a bowl, submerge them in water, add your food coloring, and saturate it. Really saturate that food coloring. I used red with a couple drops of blue just to give it like a purple dimension. There's 2 drops, but I mean we're talking a big bowl of water. Okay, so what you end up with is an egg that looks like this. You're going to cut it in half like you normally do for your deviled egg. So you're going to take your half, and that's what the top looks like with the little ring of red. So that's going to be yours to do. And I'm going to use this one. And I made filling, and I made mine pretty simple because it's coming through a pastry bag. So if you start adding chunky things like olives or cucumbers or whatever, you might have a little difficulty getting it squeezed out.
Oh.
So this is a neon green food coloring in here that I used. And I'm just going to take the pastry bag. If you've never used one, you can actually use a Ziploc bag, but you never squeeze from any place but the top. You'll learn that lesson the hard way if you don't. And you're just going to squeeze that in there so it just becomes this big goopy eye.
What's the lesson you learn if you don't squeeze from
It comes out the top, all over your hands in your kitchen.
Oh. That was pretty. Squeeze from here, right?
Top.
Squeeze from the top.
Yeah, top. Yeah, there you go. You're perfect.
How much you?
I did a lot. Oh, that's good.
Good, Teach?
Perfect.
Yours is higher. I'm going to go higher. Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to add the cornea and the iris, or the iris and the pupil. All right, so we're going to take, and I just cut little circles out of a slice of Swiss cheese, and then a little circle out of pepperoni. And why did I do that? Because I have no life.
Why did you do that? That's a lot of work.
It is. Okay, so that's the center of my little eye.
Oh, gee. There's a little, okay.
Okay, now.
You put it, oh, my pepperoni is not in the center.
That's okay. It should look goofy.
Well, you could put glue on it, right?
Well, we are gonna glue the pupil on. Okay, so we're using writing gel, which all this stuff is at Publix or your grocery store.
And you can eat that, right?
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the other reason you have to use stuff that's like healthy. All right. Okay. So you're going to use your writing gel.
Put that on top of the pepperoni.
And that's going to be your glue. That's going to hold on the pupil.
Okay.
And you're going to just pop that little pupil egg that I bought at the grocery store. And there's your eye. It kind of looks like those monster ink. Yeah. You just push it down a little.
Okay.
Okay. Now we want it to look a little veinier. So we have red writing gel. So get your red.
Oh. How'd you do? Oh. Okay. I can do it.
And we're just going to take, and we're just, it comes, you might even want to do like a little test, make sure it doesn't, and it's going to just drizzle out, and you're just going to vein it out.
Next to the eye.
Yeah. Not like those spider legs.
I think my spider eggs were really
I think both of yours look better than mine.
I think so too. Just saying.
I'm saying that's because it's her house.
How many?
I'm just kind of drizzling. I'm just kind of drizzling it, just so it looks.
No specific
number.
No,
it's supposed to look kind of disgusting, you know, because it's. And this is probably of the three. This is the one I would probably pull out for a happy hour, because we're gonna do.
This one's a lot of work.
You realize it's taken you like 30 seconds. A lot of work. Okay, so you got yours done. All right, now mine's pretty good.
But you didn't use that many.
I feel like mine's saying something though.
No, look at that.
Mine's telling a story.
Mine's a little perfect.
Yours is another spider. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're calling them Bloody Marys, right? So if you've never seen these, I'm going to show you a trick that is so much fun.
I put this down now?
Yeah, probably. Okay. I have a little bit of the Bloody Mary in this shot glass. These are culinary pipettes. Like you used to get the pipette in, biology class or chem class. So they're little tubes. They make them in different shapes. They're cheap. You get them in like a little. So what you then do is you take whatever liquid you're using. For example, in this case, the Bloody Mary. You put the stem down in. You squeeze. You let go. The liquid begins to come up into the top, unless you squeeze too hard. Okay, see, and you get your liquid in there, and it stays like that. It's not going to drip. Maybe one little drop from being in there, but it's not going to all come out. Okay, so then what you do is when you're serving something like this, you put the pipette in there. So now this is sitting on the tray, and what's that going to do when your guests come up? What is that? What's that doing? I think it looks like a little transfusion too, since it looks like blood.
It does, yeah.
And what you tell them is you have the option. You can squeeze this over for some flavoring. Maybe after you took a bite, a little more, or
just
little shot for your guests. So you've got 3 ways to make spooktacular eggs. Let's cap this off with a treat. Here we go.
That's part of the day.
Bloody Mary for our Bloody Mary egg.
And look at this. Isn't this cute?
Always zhuzhing it up. Here's to a spooktacular.
Spooktacular.
Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Enjoy your eggs. And then some.